Hello, everybody, and good morning. I feel like I'm really close to the screen. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Or I can just step back, right? Good morning. Good morning. Hope Savara here with a daily dose of hope here on Chrome and Steel Radio. It's Thursday, November 12th. Yes, it is November 12th. And that means it's a great day because it's Thursday and it's halfway or more than halfway through the week. But more importantly, you're watching a daily dose of hope. If you're driving, please don't watch me. Just listen because we want you and everyone else to be safe on the road. You know the deal. If you are tuning in live, type the word live in the comment section. We love knowing here at Chrome and Steel Radio who is watching the shows live. And actually, that's the best way to let us know is if you type the word live. And if you are watching the replay, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Anchor, on any platform, type the word replay and let us know that you are watching the replay. Good morning. How are you today? It's Thursday. I'm super excited to be here. I woke up this morning and there was frost on my windshield. And so I was a little disappointed with that. Although I heard yesterday one of our drivers was saying that she was in snow, I think South Dakota. That's pretty darn close to Wisconsin. So that kind of has me a little sad. Not that I don't like snow, but snow only belongs around Christmas time. And it's not Christmas time. Although we are having our town Christmas parade this weekend, which is kind of strange considering that 2 weeks ago, my children were just trick-or-treating and now we're going to a Christmas parade. But that is the times that we live in. Good morning. How are you? Let me know in the comment section where you're tuning in from. Are you on the road? Are you at home? Are you going somewhere? Are you coming from somewhere? Are you stuck somewhere? Type it in the comment section because you never know if you type in the who, what, where, when, and why, one of those, or the where, there we go. Someone might be right next to you and you don't even know it. So drop in the comment section, let me know. I am here coming to you live from the great state of Wisconsin. You might not think it's great, but I like to think it's great because I live here. And I am just in a small town north of Milwaukee, about 40 minutes off of Interstate 41. So if you know Wisconsin and you're coming up between Chicago and Green Bay, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love to see you. We can go for lunch. We can have coffee, or we can just wave at each other off the highway. So I hope you're having a great morning. Today's show, I have Facebook open on my phone, so I'm watching comments. So feel free, drop a comment in the comment section, and I will definitely give you a shout out and be watching today's show. I was kind of thinking about what we were going to talk about, what topics could we talk about, and there are a lot, but I feel like today is a great conversation to have around how do we move forward in anything? How do we move forward when it feels like the world is closing in on us? How do we move forward when we don't know what's going to happen next? How do we move forward when it feels like, it looks like, it appears to be that there are so many unknowns, more than there are knowns? And I was thinking about this the last couple of weeks, and I was reminded in a moment of silence, because I just sit and with my thoughts and, kind of a little bit of meditation. I like to go outside in nature and just clear my head and kind of get my stuff together. And I was reminded in a moment of thinking, thought clearing, that pretty much all of life is a world of unknown. And it might be yucky or unknown, or scary or unknown, or maybe for some of you it's not, or just confusing unknown right now. But if we are a person that is trying to navigate forward in any aspect of our lives, be it our health, our family, our job, our housing, political, whatever it is, if we in fact are waking up every day and making it a point to trudge on, even when it's hard, move the bowling ball forward, go up the mountain, whatever it is, there is always unknown. And it is only when we stay inside that circle of comfort, that things are predictable. What do I mean by that? So when we stay inside this circle of comfort, and you all know what I'm talking about, this is the circle that we know what to expect. This is the circle of familiarity. This is the circle of I get up and do the same thing every single day. I go to the same place every single day. And there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes parts of our lives require that. But if within those pathways, within those routes, within that map, within that jurisdiction of what it is that is the same every day, we never do think, approach, shift in a different way at all, we will also never get anything different than what we have. I'm an observer. Maybe it's because I have a little bit of social anxiety, which is maybe surprising for some of you that know me. I'm an introvert extrovert. And so I observe people a lot, and I have most of my life. My dad is the same way. And I watch people, and I watch how people move and interact and what they do. And I have a really good sense. I can feel people. Now don't get all weird on me, but I can just sense, I can sense things pretty well. And I always find it interesting. And maybe this is because I've had a lot of introspection in my life that I have this awareness. I don't know. Anyways, I always find it interesting when I'm watching and observing people, perfect strangers, whoever, watching people and observing people, that the second we get to the edge of what is familiar, even if we don't like it, like that's the thing. Even if we hate our circumstances, we hate what's going on, we don't like our life, we don't like our job, we don't like whatever is going on, because it's familiar, we tolerate it just enough. It's a mentor told me one time there was a cat, and the cat was meowing, and the friend said to the owner, "Why is the cat meowing?" And the owner said, "Oh, it's because he's laying on a nail." And the friend said, "Well, why is the cat not get up off the nail?" "Because it doesn't hurt that bad." And so when we get stuck in this circle of familiarity for too long, that nail in our foot, in our side, sucks. But it doesn't suck enough to step out of the circle. And so in our world today, it sucks in some capacity, no matter what end of the spectrum you're on. We're going to look at things and say it sucks. Maybe in your own life, in your health, things suck right now. But I want you to ask yourself, in that level, in that arena of things being yucky, are they crappy enough that you are willing to do something different? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the majority of the public is not willing to. And I'm not saying this because I think I'm better than anyone, because I don't. Because there are a lot of things in my life that I don't like, but I don't do anything about. And I know it. I'm very aware of it. But I also recognize that there are some areas of my life that I am trying to tune into right now and make those changes. And they're hard and they're scary. And I'm investing money into them that I'm like, oh, am I even going to get back? What if it doesn't work? But if I want something that I don't have currently, I have to do something different than what I'm doing currently. It's like this simple yet complicated formula to get whatever you want in life. And I sometimes worry because I have 3 kids, and you know, I'm always concerned about their health. They know me. It's like, you know, I don't give out, you know, we don't do the prescription thing and the doctor stuff very often. And it's like, if they tell me they're not feeling well, it's, you know, vitamins, probiotics, drink more water, get sleep, you know, that kind of stuff. So like, they know the drill with that. But aside from their health, because I would never want anything to happen to their health, I am often most aware of trying to procure an awareness for them that when obstacles come, that they don't see them as obstacles, but rather they see them as opportunities. Because as adults, when things don't go our way, what do we see? We see the big old mountain. We see that we're being crapped on. We see that things aren't working. And it's a mind shift. I would say something else, but this is kind of like, everyone can hear this. It's a mind shift to stop yourself when you're thinking this stuff, when you're looking at your bubble, your circle, and you want to navigate out, you want a better life, you want better health, you want a new job, you want this, you wanted that, you're seeing that potential, but then you stay in your bubble. It first starts here. It first starts here. So I'm trying to teach my kids, because I never learned any of this stuff. And that would have maybe saved me a lot of heartache, struggles, and mental stuff. But if I can teach them now that obstacles are merely opportunities that few people take advantage of, I believe that they'll be unstoppable as an adult. I'm always in awe of I watch, when I do watch TV. A while back, I was watching the show on Netflix because I was just like, okay. And my kids were playing Monopoly with my husband, and I don't play Monopoly. And so I was like, all right, I need to walk away from my computer for a while. So I was like, okay, I'll watch something on Netflix. So I'm watching this show. It was like the Hamptons, like real estate show. And my husband comes downstairs later after they were done, and he dominated the game, because he always does. He has no mercy for them in Monopoly. I sit down, and he's like watching this show because he's a builder, and I'm watching it, and he's kind of looking at it, and I could kind of like sense from him that it's almost just like, whoa, like, I mean, these are houses that are like 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, like expensive homes. And I look over at him and I say, when I watch these types of shows, what's running through my head is how much money is available in this world right now. And it was interesting because in his mind, he was thinking, holy cow, I could never afford that. How did they get that? And I'm seeing opportunities. He's seeing obstacles. And so I'm watching this show in awe and amazement and excitement and like, wow, and such a reminder. And he's watching this getting more and more and more depressed. So if you're concerned about your health, if you want to improve your health, if you want to improve your life, get a new job, whatever it is, here's the very first question you have to ask yourself. It's not if you have a degree. It's not if you have enough money, because let's be honest, if you really want something, you will find enough money. You will find the money. I have watched people that are broke as hell buy a new car. I have watched people that say they have no money constantly shop on Amazon like it is no tomorrow. So don't tell me the money thing. It's never about the money. If you want something enough, whatever it is, you first have to start seeing what is in front of you as opportunities to get it. And when things come your way, whatever they are, and the first thought in your head is, I can't have that. I can't afford that. I'll never be able to get that. I don't live in the right space. I don't know the right people. If that's what you're thinking, you will be inside that bubble for a really long time. And my hope is that whatever it is that we want in life, however crappy the world is, if we make the decision here and now to want whatever it is that we want and do whatever it takes, we will get it. I mean, sometimes I look at things, I look at people, I'm like, they're nuts. They're nuts. Have you ever looked at someone and it's like, holy cow, they are crazy town. Like, wow, they're obsessed. Wow, they're all in. And I've had some people in the past tell me that before trucking. And I was like, I didn't know what they were talking about. But that's the mentality that it takes to get where you want to go. And so my hope is that if you have a goal, what's your goal? What do you want right now? Have you ever even asked yourself that question? And when you answer it, what is going on in your head? What are the thoughts around that? It's like, no, you don't deserve that. Oh, no. Oh, don't quit smoking. Who cares? You know, oh, whatever. Or I have a family member that always says, I got a plan. I'm going to start tomorrow. He's been saying that for 50 years. What is it that you want? And once you identify that, what is the conversation going on in your head? Once you recognize that, because we can't change something we're not aware of, right? We can't change the bubble unless we actually know that we're in one. And once you identify that and you look up from whatever's in front of you, you got to look up. Stop looking at it all the time. Look up. And when you look out and you see what's in front of you, if all you are seeing is obstacle upon obstacle upon obstacle, the likelihood of you getting over those obstacles gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. If you don't change how you look at what you're seeing, if you don't change the thoughts inside your head, because you can buy all the right health products, you can buy all the right equipment, you can get the best doctors or the best people or the nicest house, or you can move across the country. I know people have moved across country, but never changed this, and they're still as unhappy as ever. After you look up and you start to see what's in front of you, I want you to start telling yourself that every single thing in front of you is an opportunity to learn. An opportunity to learn so you don't have to learn it again. I look at some things in my life, and when I owned a yoga studio, and it didn't happen a lot, but it happened enough where I was really aware of it. And every once in a while, I would get a student. And maybe you know this type of person. I'd get a student that would walk into the studio and would always make comments about needing things for free or waiting to buy things in my boutique until they were on sale or on clearance, or asking about promotions for my punch card for yoga classes. And like, I'm a small business owner, like I live in a small town, and it's like they're coming in constantly and like always asking for discounts, always asking for free stuff. And after about 14 years of that, I started to recognize that I did not step outside my bubble when it came to valuing myself. I always let other people dictate my value. What do I mean by that? Oh, have a free class. Sure. Oh, I'll give you a discount on that. Oh, this. And this is just one example. But my point is, I was always looking at those people as obstacles to run my business. But when I started to look at those people as opportunities to grow a new strength, to grow a new skill, to take another step forward, because if I wanted more in my life, I was going to have to deal with more people like that anyways. So I need to work on it now. It's like the girl or the guy that keeps on dating the deadbeat over and over and over again. Like, you haven't learned yet. And so when I started to look at those people and I started to see them as opportunities and step outside the bubble a little bit and do things I didn't normally do, like not give them a discount or tell them, no, nothing's on sale, or say, no, we don't do first class free anymore because I got to get paid somehow. Like, I got to pay the bills. Like, I got a family too. And so I can't give away everything for free. And when I started doing that, I started to move forward. And so if it's your health, and you wake up every morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you keep seeing everything that's wrong with you. I've been there, trust me. I've been there. That is all you are going to see all day long. But if you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, man, this person is going to accomplish something today. This is the old me. I'm stepping into the new me. Imagine how much different the world is going to look. The world is in disarray because that's what we keep choosing to see. But I assure you, there are a lot of really great things going on right now. I assure you, there are a lot of really great people doing amazing things in this world right now as we speak. And even if your world looks gloom and doom and dark, and there are some unforeseen shitty circumstances, please, if you want to go toe to toe with shitty life circumstances, call me up. I'll happily do it. Because here's the deal. There is always somebody who has it worse than you. And there's always somebody that has something better than you. You can aspire to be them, or you can continue to drop down. And as you move forward, which I hope you do, pull up the next person. That's one thing I love about truck drivers. You're constantly pulling up the next person, but you got to pull up yourself. You got to pull up yourself. And I know that this is oh, hey, Cheryl. Hey, Alan. Thanks. I actually got this hat in Nashville when I went there 2 years ago. So thanks. I know I would love to get like a glitter hat like this, totally off topic, with Mother Trucker Yoga on it. But these glitter hats are really hard to find. So if you find them, let me know. So I want to use today, if you stumble upon this Daily Dose of Hope show, today, tomorrow, 6 months from now, or a year from now, my hope is that you give a good look at yourself, at your bubble, and you ask yourself if the nail hurts enough to get off of it. And if the nail doesn't hurt enough to get off of it, you got your answer right there. Somebody asked me the other day, Hope, how do you work with truck drivers? And I think as much as I would love to be able to be at that place, I think they kind of just thought like I do this as a hobby, and I just do free stuff all the time. Because I don't. This is my job, and I love it, and I'm happy to be able to do it. But I get to work with drivers like you every single day, and work with companies, work in my membership site, and work in a program that I just created for drivers, because of drivers, inspired by drivers, for 90 days. And somebody asked me, why 90 days? I was just on the phone with someone yesterday. Why 90 days? Because 30 days is enough to get your toes wet. 60 days is enough to start feeling momentum. But 90 days is where your true colors start to show. And what I mean by that is we start to not to want to do it. We start to want to go back into our bubble. We start to see the obstacles again instead of the opportunities. And so as we approach that 90-day mark, like I said, I have a history of recovery. I've been in recovery for many years. I understand the process of moving from really, really bad habits to better ones and what that takes. And we need that time, that accountability, that support, that roadmap, that plan to help us step out of our bubble and see the opportunities and not the obstacles, to implement some new health strategies. Because here's the reality. If you would be able to get where you want to go on your own, you would be there already. One of my coaches said that to me a while back. And it wasn't, she wasn't saying that to me to belittle me or to be like, hey, you need to give me more money. She was saying that to me to remind myself that if I had all the answers, I would be doing it already. And it was a humbling moment, but it was a reassuring moment to remind me that there is somebody that knows more than I do. There is somebody above me that can pull me up so that I can then pull the people up below me. And it's this beautiful, constant relationship that we can have with the world and the people in it and the people in our circle to constantly help them. So if you're looking to step outside that circle of yours, and some of what you've seen were obstacles, which now you are wanting to see them as opportunities, is health and fitness and wellness, hit me up. Let me know. I got a program starting Monday. I'm taking only a very small handful of people through it the first time, and get ready because it's a lot of hope. If you like a dose of hope on Thursdays, get ready because you are going to be taken on a wild ride. And these next 90 days are going to be the best 90 days of your life as a truck driver. And so hit me up. Let me know. It's called Your Wellness Pit Stop. I can drop the comment. My mouse doesn't work here. There we go. I can drop the link in the comment section. But remember, today, as you're out driving, or maybe you're at home, or wherever you are, grocery shopping, sitting in the shop with your truck being fixed, I don't know, who knows where you are, and you look up, because you got to look up. Life's up, not down. I want you to see the opportunities. And every time you hear your mind say, I can't do that, that's not for me, I don't have the money, and you see obstacles, flip the script and tell yourself, these are opportunities. I do this to myself every day. How much do I want it? I want it for you. I'll want it as much as it takes for you until you can get to that place. But if it's not stepping forward with me, I hope you step forward with somebody else. Life is not meant to be lived alone, but more importantly, we don't have all the answers, but collectively we do. I want you to remember that no matter how hard it gets, you should never lose hope, because it's the small, simple changes that lead to the bigger results, that lead to the cookie at the end. 15 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 3 minutes here, 1 minute here, a mindset shift and a look in the mirror is what it can take to move you forward towards whatever goal you have. I want to give a big, huge shout out to Davy Crockett, TA Petro. Without them, Chrome and Steel would not be possible. They have been our #1 biggest sponsor since the very beginning of Chrome and Steel. Please go support them. Please hit them up. Say hi. Let them know Hope and Chrome and Steel sent you. Also, when you go to Davy Crockett, please support them, and you can support me. You can buy a tube of Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief Cream. And if you're ever in there, grab a picture. I'd love a picture of our display in their truck stop. Let them know that I sent you and that you are supporting not only them, but you are supporting myself as well, which we very much appreciate that. Also, a big shout out to Jack's Chrome Shop. If you have not checked out Jack's Chrome Shop, please do that. Everything you need for your truck, all blinged out, ready to go, so you can be running hard and running strong. Let them know again that Hope at Daily Dose of Hope sent you over, and they'll take good care of you. All right, my friends, if you want to follow me and find out what I'm doing, check me out at mothertruckeryoga.com and Mother Trucker Yoga on Facebook and Instagram, doing live, sharing inspiration, sharing fitness tips that you can do anytime, anywhere, right from your truck. Until next time, keep running hard, running strong, and remember, let's change how we look at the world. Even if it's doom and gloom, let's start seeing the opportunities. And let's start looking less at the obstacles in front of us. Goodbye, my friends. Let's see if we can get this off right.